So me and my wife owned a house in Jackson, New Jersey. I mean, this was a beautiful house. Do you remember the number of it? I know it was Nighthawk Lane.
Was it 336?
336? I think you might be right. So we had the house. It was right by Great Adventure. It was like literally 2 seconds away. It was a big house. We bought it for like 500 to 3,000. And this was where we got married, right? It was like 2005 about.
Yes.
And so here's the thing, okay? I wanted to paint the whole house. So, back in the day in Brooklyn, there used to be guys like Mexicans. Now, again, I'm not trying to be anything racial or anything like that, but they used to stand on the corner. They looked for work, and they worked for, reasonable wages, you know what I mean? So, there was this guy, I think his name was like Pico or something. I forget his name. Pedro. Pedro. So anyway, I go to him. I'm like, Pedro. They stand in the corner. You picked him up. I said, because what happened was I was visiting my parents in Brooklyn, but we had to go back out to Jackson, New Jersey, because I wanted to paint the house. So I went to Brooklyn, and they standing on the corner. This was by they were there every day. This was by Avenue U. Okay, around like West 11th Street. There was like this Verizon building, like and they just stood on the corner there, right? So long story short, I go to the guy, I say, Pedro, I need like maybe three guys. Can you get three guys? No problem, Rich. No problem, right? So he gets like three guys. Now at the time, I had again, this was like back when I had my Mercedes. So this was a really crazy story. What happened? Okay, really really crazy. So we're driving out to Jackson. I got me and my wife, and they managed four of them to fit in the back. Right, so we're driving. Now out in Jackson, there was this four-way stop sign, right? But the thing was, I couldn't see. There was like the stop sign. There was like it was like knocked down on like it was like crazy. It was like so like I didn't see that there was a stop sign. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there was like this truck going, and like I didn't realize I had to stop. So he's going like he thought I was gonna stop. You understand? The truck. So he keeps going. I'm going. Next thing you know, we crash. Right. So the Mexicans were like this, ah, screaming. Right. So long story short, we get to an accident. Okay. So I get out of the car. The trucker, whoever it was, gets out of the car. He's like, bro, he was like, what's wrong with you, man? You should have stopped. There was like, it's a four-way stop. He goes, I was first. I went. I didn't see. I swear. I told him. I said, "Where's the stop sign?" He goes, and then he realized. He goes, oh shit, it's knocked over. The stop sign was knocked over, right? So I was like, I apologize. Next thing I know, as I'm talking to this guy, these four Mexicans, they start running. They're running like into the woods, and I'm looking at my wife, and I'm like, "What's going? Why are they running away?" And so the police come. And the trucker was laughing. He goes, "Bro, they're illegal immigrants." He goes, "They have no green card." And then I started thinking about it. I was like, they were gonna get deported. You understand? When the cops come, they were gonna get deported back to Mexico. Oh, it was the funniest thing in the world. So long story short, after we filled out the police report, the damage wasn't so bad. I got the car fixed, but we exchanged insurance and all that stuff. After the cop left, they started to come back out they were hiding in the woods, the Mexicans. I'm like, I'm trying to get their attention, like a wolf, who like, ow, ow. I'm like, and they look at me. I'm like, Liz, come over here. So they come back. They get back in the car. The front of my car got damaged. I fixed it. But anyway, they ended up painting the house. It came out great. But what a funny story that was.